Hello, 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 people, man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the truth. Today, there will be fireworks. Oh, yeah, we got a good one today. Some of the predictions I was making before the season gets started, but before we even get into the show, let me do my man the respect that he deserves. I'm your host, Chi-Town Neal. To my left is my buddy, B. Woods. You know, when he making brisket, I like to call him, Uncle Billy. When they gamble a little bit, I call him Billy Woo Woo. But when he in the studio with me, knocking out this show with me, you go by what?
BT Bill.
Man, BT Bill's in the building. We're about to act a fool. Welcome to Tell the Truth. Let's handle the business before we get the show started. Once again, let's tell these guys in North Dallas, thank you for the opportunity to maximize your potential studio, man. How you feeling today, BTB?
Phenomenal.
Okay,
Great.
man.
Fantabulous, as a matter of fact.
All right. You about to be wrong. I'm glad you're feeling good. You about to be definitely wrong. Man, today, it's about to be some serious fireworks. Some of the things that I'm going to say, I said before the season started. But we're going to get everybody caught up. Today, we're doing the State of the Union of the AFC.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What does that mean? We're going to talk about who's looking good right now. We're going to give y'all a little window dressing, even though we don't like window dressing. We like to get right to the point. And then we're going to tell you who's going to really win the AFC.
Right.
Okay. So let's show these guys the current standings right now. Okay. So, bam. Right now, got KC, number 1 seed. You got Buffalo, yo boys, AFC North. Jacksonville, number 3. Them Dolphins, number 4, because they're winning their division right now. Then you got your wild cards. Pittsburgh, 5. Cleveland, 6. Cincinnati, 7.
Hold right there. And all 4 of them is in the best division in football, the AFC North.
This is true. And the Pittsburgh Steelers have the top 5 coach.
Yes. We're 5-3 because of coaching.
Okay.
Yes.
You did change your tune a little bit. Last couple of years, you didn't want to get Tomlin his rankings and stuff like that, but we'll get to that another day, man. So,
Right.
All right, Billy, let's get to this, man. I just want to show this again. All right, so, B, if you don't mind, man, and I know I didn't tell you I was going to do this, can you slide it down the list a little bit? Let's see what 8 and 9. Let's see who 8 and 9 is. All right, so we got Buffalo, number 8. And then Houston, number 9. All right. Let me just say this, man. I don't want to start off or I don't want to give you a chance, but matter of fact, I'm going to let you go first, famo. I know you don't mess with the computer. You got the computer set up. Okay, great. I'm going to let you go first, fam. Get the camera on you.
Okay.
What your overall view of the AFC right now? Who's for real? Who the pretenders? Who the contenders?
Sure. The AFC is stacked 1 through 9.
Facts. Okay.
Right? 1 through 9.
Facts.
Stacked.
Okay.
Photo finish. Right? Now, Baltimore, okay, well, even before I go there, right, let me break it down to what I heard coaches say,
Okay.
right, about how they break it down. The first 4 games,
Oh, yeah.
right, is really feel like games. You want to stack wins then, right?
First 4 games nowadays, bro, people don't know, almost like a preseason.
Right, because
they
we're
really-
only playing 3.
Exactly.
And the players only playing the second game, the starters, and the third game is to fill out the roster.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the season really don't start to week 5. But
Exactly.
we gurus, we know that.
Right. Because teams are at that point is gaining their identity. Okay?
Facts.
Right? So then once November hits, right after Thanksgiving,
Whoop.
that's when everybody is in machine oil mode.
How they say, how the kids say, I want all the smoke. It gets
I
real
want
then.
all the smoke. Yeah, I want all the smoke. Okay? Kansas City is still finding their way on offense. Defense is solid, right? Top 5 defense in the league.
Facts.
Number 2 in the AFC. Number 3 in the AFC. Right? Because Baltimore, man, they have found their stride.
I tried to give you a little pushback on that last week, but Baltimore's looking good, but you got the floor right now. I'm going to give you my breakdown on it.
Okay, all right. They have a running game. They number 1 in the league in rushing, right? And Lamar Jackson's coming along. Jacksonville, right, with Doug Peterson, finding their stride. Their defense is balling.
You know how I like about Jacksonville. You know I love me some Jacksonville.
Right. And then you got Sunshine.
Sunshine, I can't go a day without my sunshine. My son. These young boys don't know about that. They don't know about that. These young boys don't know about that. Man, that's the ladies know. Back in the days, you put that on, put the candles on, whoop, it was over. But anyway.
Right. So now, so far we've covered the AFC West, number 1, the Kansas City Chiefs, the AFC North, the Ravens, number 3, Jacksonville, AFC South. Now number 4, Miami Dolphins, AFC East.
All right, what you gonna tell me about Miami, bro?
Man,
come on.
Paper Tigers.
Thank you. You finally came around.
Paper Tigers.
Thank
bro,
you.
They played 3 teams with the winning organization. Got mollywop all 3 times. Right? Right? Well, and I say mollywop because they were down 21-0 at the half, came back, making a respectable game. But they really wasn't in the game.
No.
Right? They didn't even gain 300 yards.
No, sir.
Right? Then you got Pittsburgh Steelers.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
that's your team. Steelers. Isn't that your team?
Man, that's my
team. That's your team. They're going to Super Bowl. 1975. They're going. But see, you're not like the Cowboy fan. You're realistic. No. Yeah.
There's just talent deficit. You know what I mean? There's a deficit of talent. Across the board. Right? When you stacking it against the other teams in the AFC, we have a talent deficit. But we 5-3. We're stacking wins because at the end of the day, it's W and Nails, and because of our coach. We're stacking wins. And let me say this about Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett is not the best. He's growing.
You kind of beat him up last week on here.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
He showed me something.
You know you balling in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Yeah, a guru over here. Go ahead.
Right. Yes, he is. As a matter of fact, when the lights get the brightest,
bang bang.
Right, he come through. Right, he will make that play. So those moments of being able to produce in the weighty moments, right? Yeah, I like where we're going. Cleveland Browns got Deshaun Watson back.
Yeah.
With a solid defense. Hold on. I got one more. I got 2 more. Cincinnati Bengals. Well, Cleveland Browns. Right? Myles Garrett on pace to win Defensive Player of the Year.
Sure, as of right now, but go ahead.
And they're just balling out as a team.
No, I agree.
Right. So they just whooped, goose egg Arizona 27-0. Cincinnati Bengals found their stride.
Right.
Jamar Chase said in the preseason, hey man, told Joe Burrow sit on the sideline for at least 5 weeks.
He did. And
but he didn't.
Right.
But that said, week 5 since, they're balling out.
But when he said that, it lets me know that Chase really understood the big picture. Picture. He was on some, hey, man, my boy, we got to lose a couple of games right now. We just need you to be ready right around the 20th of October on. You know what I'm saying? So when he said that, it lets you know you understand the big picture. But go ahead.
Ball for the course.
Right. Go ahead.
And then Buffalo, one of the most disappointing teams to me. 5-4.
You knew that's the team. You talked about everybody, but you let them laugh. You knew I was waiting for your raggedy to talk about them. They don't know. I'm about to tell y'all. Him over turned to the mixture. He was dodging them. He didn't want to talk about Buffalo. He was dodging that. He talked about every team. But you left Buffalo for last. And I'm going to tell y'all why he left Buffalo for last. But go ahead, BTP. You got the flow. I'm about to tell you out the frame.
Man, Josh Allen is doing a lot, but here it comes to coaching. They do not want to run the ball.
Somebody
for reasons unknowns to me.
Did somebody... Your little brother
do not run the ball.
Didn't your little brother to your right tell you, okay, I'm be quiet, I don't got the floor yet. I told you that before the season started.
Anyway. So, I think based on, if you look at their schedules, the strength of schedule and everything of that nature.
Who, Buffalo?
Buffalo.
Okay.
Buffalo should win that division because Miami Paper Tigers. I'm done.
All right, man.
And we can talk about C.J. Stroud if you want to because they're number 9.
Oh, we come back to it, man.
Go ahead. I'm good.
Okay. I don't need that much time.
Okay.
And I'm not knocking my co-host. All of them fake. Every doggone team in the AFC is fake. There's only 3 teams that matter. I told you this before the season started. And I wish we had this podcast before the season started. And if I tell the audience anything that's not true, I'm talking about before the season started. And there's going to be some things I'm going to add on since the season started. But the first thing I told Billy before the season started, I said, Cincinnati coming out the AFC. I don't give a crap what happened. Did I not say that? No, I said KC. I said KC's coming out of the AFC. I don't care what happened.
Correct.
Okay. And then I also told my partner, BTB, there's only 2 teams that even got a chance in hell to beat them. The rest of them, all this stuff we watch in the AFC is all window dressing. It's just how you said last week, are you not entertained? This is just free entertainment they're giving us. I promise you guys, ain't nothing happening in the AFC. Only 2 teams can beat Kansas City, and I've been telling this man this all year. He knows this, and that is Jacksonville and Cincinnati. Have I not been saying that?
Yes.
I ain't changing. I ain't wavering. You know, I ain't none of that. Even when Burrows was struggling, I said, calf muscle, I wish he would sit down, but even when they were 1-3, I was like, I mean, people don't realize, man, Cincinnati, that's why I said I can't watch football with these fans. Cincinnati was 0-2 last year.
Right.
There's some teams that start off slow, hit their stride later, and that's to be consistent in the last 2 years. That's been Cincinnati and San Fran. Come see them 2 teams. Come see me in November.
Right.
Come see me in November, and we'll see what's really popping with them.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, I also told this man, this dude right here, and 2 more of my cigar smoking buddies, I'm gonna proudly let the world know, and I might be wrong, but I feel very confident that I won't. Now, we didn't bet much big. We don't bet big. We bet like $100 or $50. I bet 3 of my closest friends a total of $200 before the season started. And when I first said this, everybody was like, Neal smoking crack and cocaine. The boy already borderline crazy. He always telling jokes, and he must really lost his mind. And I told everybody before the season started, and I'm going to make sure you on camera, I said the Buffalo Bills would not make the playoff before the season started. Did I not say that, Billy?
Yes, he did.
Okay. And everybody kikied and everybody laughed and, oh, Neal done gone crazy. He's supposed to be your guru. He's supposed to be your guru. And now look at everybody. Now everybody's like, man, it's a chance these fools might not make the playoffs. And I'm like, yeah. So now let me break down why I felt that way. To all my Buffalo Bills fans, and we got a close one in our crew. Our boy Sammy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He asked me before the season started, said, Neal, what do you think I think I do? I said, oh, y'all going to be pretty good. Because I want to tell him, like, and once he see this podcast, he going to be like, man, you raggedy motherfucker, you been betting against my team all year. He'll never give me a laugh. Sammy never give me a laugh. I swear to God, I'm sorry, Sammy, but I didn't want to hurt your feelings, baby. I love you. But I knew they raggedy ass was going nowhere, man. I almost made me cuss, man. I knew they wasn't going nowhere. Let me tell you why, man. Number one, when you lose both of your coordinators, right, Billy? I mean, you keep up with that coaching stuff.
Right.
They lost the offense and defense, right? Buffalo.
Right. 2 years ago, it was the ball. And then last year, he took a quote-unquote sabbatical. He took a year off.
Okay. And then
the defense coordinator.
Then Frazier left. No, Frazier was there last year.
No, I said this year.
Yeah, don't say
Frazier
so.
did,
right.
But
then
2 years ago, the ball.
Okay. All right, so that's one thing. All right. But okay, maybe you can still be good. Last year, this started with me with the whole Buffalo thing. I'm not trying to bash Buffalo, but I don't want people to realize don't take them serious. I was going around last year, cigar shop, offered to everybody. Nobody took the bet. Remember, Buffalo was rolling last year. They was like 11-2, and I tried to bet everybody. No one took the bet. It was kind of scared. I told everybody last year that Buffalo would not make the playoff. I mean, would not make it to the Super Bowl. And they keep in mind, at that time, they had like home field advantage. They had good. Nobody want to take the bet. I'm going to break down why. Number one, Buffalo Bills, and I hate to do this because I'm in Dallas, but the Buffalo Bills is the AFC version of the Dallas Cowboys. All that flash.
Kind of explain.
I'm going to explain. Number one, they pass the ball too much. They won't play physical ball. And when you get to the playoff, there hasn't been a team, I can't even remember, that does not get physical in the playoff and run the ball. You got to be able to run the ball. I know everybody want to see the ball throw around and it looks cute, all the great passes, but sooner or later when it gets to the playoff, it's going to come back down to the trenches. Ground and pound, a little bit of old school football. Yeah, you might pass the ball, but you still got to play defense and run the ball. So number one, they actually can run the ball. They just won't run the ball.
Right.
They went and got Buffalo Bills, oh, we got cooked. I'm like, all right, let me see y'all run the ball, though. Same thing with the Cowboys.
But here's the deal.
They won't run the ball.
But here's the deal. When you're looking at the top 8 teams,
I get it back on
Kansas City, Baltimore, Jacksonville, Miami, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Buffalo. 7 of the 8 all signed new. Well, no, 6 of the 8 signed new contracts. The only ones haven't are number 3 and 4, Jacksonville and Miami. They on their rookie contracts.
All right.
So now they're gonna pass the ball. They did not break the bank.
All right.
These teams did not break the bank to turn around and say, hand off the ball.
Also, you didn't let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So you're right, it's a passing league. So let's say you paying him all this money. You want to pass the ball? All right. You want to talk about, I didn't want to do this. You want to really talk about Josh Allen? All right, check this out. Josh Allen is the reason why they lost that game last year against Cincinnati. Yeah. He lost that game for them.
Yes.
If you go back and look at that tape, what they did was they said, okay, Davis, he like to go deep. We're not about to let my man Diggs beat us, so we double team him. But you know what was open all day in that snowy game? And guess what Burrows did do? The check down was there all day long.
Right.
And he kept trying to throw the ball deep. Forcing the ball downfield. Now, that's when Diggs started showing his frustration. Then early this year, which is not good.
Game 1.
Right, which is not good. And I really wish
against the Jets.
Right. When I really wish that Diggs would stop doing this. Diggs has a tendency. You see it. He ain't did it a couple weeks. Diggs be coming on the sidelines doing this. Diggs, stop that. He stopped telling everybody your quarterback need to think. That's not a good look. I know, but my point is that I don't trust Josh Allen. The defense now, Milano got hurt.
Right.
That's a bad boy.
Right, the middle linebacker.
Right. So that's a bad boy. So he didn't got hurt. So now I'm like, okay, now you're losing defenders. And so me personally, I don't trust Buffalo. They still got a chance to make the playoffs. But even if they make the playoffs, including Pittsburgh, all these teams, Miami, Baltimore is the only one I'm like, come back and see me in December. I told you last week, Miami don't got no chance of beating no KC in the playoffs. I thought they could maybe win the regular season game, but they definitely ain't beating them in the playoffs. And the number one reason is because I picked on Cincinnati and Jacksonville, for people who was wondering. KC has so many different ways to win. So for you to beat them, you got to have smart quarterbacks. Quarterbacks that won't put the team in jeopardy. And the only 2 other quarterbacks I trust in the AFC is Burrows and Sunshine. Now, people can say Lamar playing better than him this year. Josh Allen got the better arm. I'm not talking about talent. I'm talking about right now what I'm talking about neck up. Who do I trust to go in there, not do no dumb, don't try to hold the ball too long, make the big plays how you get stripped. You know, who that's going, hey, this the play, boom, 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 he not open, throw the ball out of bounds. The 2 players I trust to do that consistently and not try to go for the home run ball, especially with KC's defense now, you're not getting a home run ball, most likely. You're not. So you're going to have to just be patient. You got to be patient. Josh Allen and patience don't even go together. They don't even go together, man. Stop it, dog. It don't go together, brother. It just don't go together. So I'm going to pause, and I'm going to let you rebuttal on some of that. But, yeah, it's only 3 teams in the AFC that matter. The rest of them is window dressing, and it's for our entertainment. It's just basically KC, Cincinnati, Jacksonville, barring injuries to the quarterback.
If you remember last year when Baltimore played Cincinnati Bengals and Cincinnati hosted that game, it came down to that last fumble in the 4th quarter, and the third-string quarterback for Baltimore, right, fumbled the ball, and the defense for Cincinnati, the linebacker ran it back 99 yards. Right, they got Baltimore. I don't see Cincinnati beating Baltimore.
You talking about in the regular season or the play? Oh, you crazy?
Playoffs.
Yeah.
Hey man,
I love me some Lamar Jackson. Yeah. I know that's your division, but I love me some Lamar Jackson.
Right. So, and I mean, they just cannot beat them. I mean, because when you get to the playoffs, what is it about? Matchups.
It's about matchups, but let's think about it. Just listening to you talk, the more I think about it, I probably won't even add Baltimore to the list. No matter what they do for the rest of this year. And I'm going to tell you why. Unless Baltimore is the number 1 seed, they're not coming out the AFC. There's only 3 coming out of the AFC. So I want y'all to understand what we're talking about. We're not saying these teams want to make the playoff. We're talking about who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. That's what we're talking about. So we're giving our Super Bowl predictions right now. I just see Lamar fighting, trying to get extra yard or something like that, and then somebody hit him from the back and he stripped, and it's not his fault, but he's just fighting to try to get more yards, something like that. You know, I would love to be wrong. And like I said, I might still add them to the list in December. What I can tell you is this: no matter what Buffalo do, no matter what Miami do, no disrespect, no matter what the Steelers do,
right.
I'm not adding none of them teams. It's just KC, and then I just got Jacksonville and Houston, Cincinnati that can go in there. And that's my thing. So I'm gonna hit you. I'll let you have a final say so on that on the AFC.
Yeah, I just think that Baltimore is really the team that's going to be there because we play each other so many times. You know what I'm saying? Twice a year, obviously, divisional rivalries. And that Baltimore just has Cincinnati's number, right? Mm-hmm. So Cincinnati with the Steelers goes back and forth. Cleveland with Pittsburgh, we own Cleveland, right? Mm-hmm. And by the way, Baltimore is an NFC slayer. He's either 17-1 or 18-1 against the NFC. So if they do go to the Super Bowl,
right? Well, every time they go to the playoff, man, Baltimore plays tough and they lose it. I ain't say lose again. It shouldn't just, like I said, I might add Baltimore to it. But right now, Miami, the rest of them kids, I ain't gonna say kids, teams. Nah, man, I might take none of them serious.
I agree. But I will add Baltimore to that list. So I got before, and my prediction is that in the AFC, Kansas City Invitational again.
Why you call it that, Uncle Billy? Because I know why you call it.
5 years in a row. They've been there. 5 years in a row. They've hosted the game 5 years in a row. Hosted
the KC Invitational.
The KC Invitational, AFC Championship game, and it's either going to be Baltimore or Cincinnati.
All right, man. So, yeah, Billy says 4 real teams. I have the chance to go to Super Bowl, AFC. You know me, I only got 3, and the funny thing about it, I was saying this before the season started. So, anyway, let's move over to the NFC, baby. Woo!
You got the Philadelphia.
We got to do this, Billy. We down here in NFC country. Them Cowboy fans. Let's see what we got to say.
Right, I'm going to run through it and then let you start since that's your division, your Bears conference, I should say.
Whoa.
I should say.
You him below the belt? You back shooting me in the pinky toe, huh? You just back on that pinky. Well, you wearing that pinky toe out. Go ahead, man.
Philadelphia Eagles, 8-1. Detroit Lions, 6-2. San Francisco, 5-3. New Orleans Saints, 5-4. Seattle Seahawks, 5-3. Cowboys, 5-3. Minnesota Vikings 5-4, and then you got Washington Commanders, Atlanta Falcons, no goal. So your top 7 goes to the playoff, right? Listen, man, Philadelphia, San Francisco.
That's it.
NFC Championship game.
Just that simple.
Yeah, man. I'm done. I'm done.
You like the police, huh? Keep it moving. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. He like it's only 2 good teams in the NFC. What we talk about, Neal?
I'm done, man.
All right, man. Let me shake it up for y'all a little bit, man. All right, this shit's really weird. NFC, and I'm looking at the computer laptop, looking at the stats and everything, man. It's really weird. I hate to just go with what it is, but it really is Philadelphia. The one thing about Philly, they haven't been playing good this year, but they find ways to win.
Yes.
That's the mark of a champion. And there's so many different ways they are winning. So I'm not going to even stay on Philly that long. Of course, Jalen Hurts limping around. That scares me, But I just see Philly, man. The next one, I'm gonna skip over Detroit and touch the screen real quick for me. And we got San Fran number 3. I already told y'all a couple of weeks ago. Everybody's like, "Oh, San Fran they're looking bad." San Fran was 3-5 last year, and they went to the NFC Championship game.
Yes.
So let's stop. We also predicted last week that San Fran would make some trades, and they did. They went out and got Chase Young. Billy said they should be updating their defense coordinator. We making me a little suspect about
adjustments.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they're in the process.
Because they was on a bye, and then they should be getting Debo and Trent Williams back.
Right. And matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up on my phone right now. They do have a very tough schedule, San Fran. I will admit that. Mm-hmm. And the reason why that scares me is no one's talking about Detroit. And I mentioned it last week a little bit, and Billy kind of keyed on me a little bit, but I'm gonna come back to that. Okay. So if San Fran can't get up to that second seed, because we all know the fourth seed is going to be the champion of the NFC South. That's not a pretty good division.
Right.
And right now it's the New Orleans Saints with 5-4, and over there you got Atlanta who's 4-5. Right. There you go. Atlanta 4-5. Carolina way at the bottom with my sorry Bears. Who else? Yeah, Tampa Bay. Yeah. There we go. 3-5. So, it might be Atlanta or New Orleans.
Saints.
Yeah. So what that's going to do is that if you're a Cowboy fan, what's very important is you really want to get that fifth seed if you can't win the division. I know Cowboy fans want to win the division. I get it. Y'all got a chance to catch up with San Fran the next couple of weeks because San Fran's got some very tough games. But guess what, Cowboy fans? Your back five is ridiculous. Your next two games are real easy for you guys. You guys got this week the Giants. Then the week after that, they got Carolina. I mean, they just got a lot of easy games the Cowboys do. You got up there, Billy. Yeah, let me. That's Cowboys schedule. Got Stephen A. Smith, brother, on there. So they got they got what they got.
They have the Giants, Panthers, Commanders.
Right. Okay, I'll stop. So Giants, Commanders, and the Commanders traded everybody, but I'm gonna tell you that's real sneaky though. But you get a chance, BTB, if you go back to the standings real quick if you don't mind. But that's gonna be real tricky with the Washington because one thing about Washington, they kind of surprised me going to New England, beating them this week. When after they traded a defensive end on two defensive end, I thought that would probably between that and the win with Minnesota was the most impressive win of the week. Now, getting back to what I was about to say, Cowboys need to win the division, or they need to be definitely be the number 5 seed so they can go ahead and hit the playoff one. Yeah. So you can see the breakdown what I'm looking at here. All right. Yeah, strolling down some. All right, cool. All right. So they need to be at least 5th seed. All right. Now, if the Cowboys are not 5, then they definitely have no chance to even make it to the division round. They're going to be one and done, as usual. So they better hope that they at least the number 5 seed. Okay. Right. No disrespect, but Cowboy fans, you can at me, get mad. I don't care. It's whatever. I don't like the matchup. If y'all had to play New Orleans, and New Orleans usually give Cowboys a tough game.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
But it's a winnable game.
It's a winnable game. It is definitely a winnable game.
San Francisco is a bad matchup for the Cowboys.
Exactly.
Just a bad matchup.
And if the Cowboys got to go to Detroit, I said y'all not beating Detroit in Detroit. And so you wouldn't have to play San Fran at the number 1 seed unless they fall number 2 and Detroit's number 1. But anyway, the best matchup would be the NFC, NFC South. Okay. Now, if you somehow win the division, I'll be very, very surprised. I don't see the Cowboys win the division. People can say, y'all hating. Dude, y'all 2 games behind Philly. Okay? Yeah, Philly come to y'all. Yeah, Philly got some tough games. But your back 5, you got to go to Miami, to Buffalo. Okay? Your home game is you got Detroit coming to you, Seattle coming to you.
And the Eagles.
And you got the Eagles coming to you. So, I know y'all been kicking teams' butt at home, this year. But come on, the best team you played at home this year has been the Rams. You played.
And he got knocked out the game too, didn't he?
Right. So he played a finger and stuff like that. So I don't take the Cowboys serious. Me personally, depending on matchup, I just think it's actually a 3-team race, and that's San Fran, Detroit, and Philadelphia. Now, there's one team that I would say, come back and see me in December. And believe it or not, Billy, that's actually the Minnesota Vikings. You weren't expecting that, were you?
Kirk Cousins gone, Joshua Dobbs is there.
Facts.
No, I don't see it.
No, but you weren't expecting for me to say that, though.
Exactly.
All right, let me tell you why, man. If you look at that real closely, Minnesota is a game and a half out behind Detroit. All right. Now, none of this I predicted before the season. I'm not as confident about the NFC as I am about the AFC. What I told y'all earlier today is everything that I felt about the AFC before one game was even played. This I am going by what I've seen so far this season, and I'm looking at matchups, and I kind of hinted on this last week. If for some crazy reason San Fran don't win division and Seattle wins division, I mean people got to go to Seattle. I'm looking at teams that's pretty difficult to beat in their stadium in that time of the year. Seattle with the weather and stuff like that. You touched that screen for me. Yeah. And the weather and stuff like that. I was looking at it. So that's what I'm looking at since y'all won. I'm looking at the laptop and stuff. So as of right now, if I had to predict, I would say the contender is Philly and San Fran. Okay? But I would say keep a very close eye on Detroit or Minnesota. You know, that type of win that they got last week, Minnesota, that can actually uplift the team. And they also doing this, and Jefferson been hurt.
Yes.
All right, so nobody's thinking about that. Now, their defense is still, to me, I think it's trash. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to need defense in the playoff. Excuse me. But if I had to pick right now, I'm saying Philadelphia, San Fran coming out of the NFC. All right? And in the AFC is only 3 teams. You know, it's KC, Cincinnati, and Jacksonville. That's where I'm going with it. You know, I don't see any sleepers in the NFC. I think the AFC, you know, there's a team like Houston that could actually do some things. And you looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's one thing you got to remember about Houston. Houston is 1 game out, and your division about to start beating up on each other in the second half.
Yes, we are. You know, my thing is this, man. After we clear the smoke, after we clear the air, I still see Kansas City and the Eagles, a rematch of last year's Super Bowl. That's what I see.
I mean, if Jalen Hurts stay healthy, man, I can see it. Mm-hmm. You know, I can really see it. I think that, to me, the AFC is actually more open than the NFC. I think I really do believe that.
What are you talking about?
Because the AFC is 3 teams, and NFC I'm only taking 2 teams serious, and maybe Detroit.
I respectfully disagree.
Okay.
The AFC is so stacked with quarterbacks, so stacked with defense, so stacked with teams that it's really a barn burner, bro.
See, that's your point of view, but you know how I look at it. I think all of it's straight window dressing. It's how you say, are we not entertained? I think all of it's window dressing. I think none of it matters. It's just I don't think none of them quarterbacks are smart enough to go in there and just bust KC ass like that. But Cincinnati's quarterback, Burrows, and Sunshine. So to me, yeah, they got some better teams. But when the rubber hit the pavement, all them other billions and you be saying and stuff. You know,
right.
Basically
when the rubber hit the road.
Right, and the rubber hit the road, you know, I don't want to cuss, but how we say in the hood, when get real, you know, it's only going to be Cincinnati and Jacksonville that can beat KC. That's it. So to me, that's why I don't think it's as open, you know, as everybody else. Like, I think it's an open shut case. Them 3 teams, that's it. I'll see you later. Like, everybody else, just free entertainment. You know, thank you for the popcorn.
Right.
Thank you for the action show. But, you know, it's not happening. It's not happening. Nobody else, I think, has a chance. To me, Billy, I think the AFC is like a scary movie. Like a scary movie, man. You know everybody going to die, but you just don't know how they going to die. It's only going to be Jacksonville or Cincinnati that can go up in that thing and give Kansas City that nice, fresh, hot ale. I don't see nobody else, my boy. I just don't see it. I think a bunch of it is window dressing, man. I'm not saying, and like I said, come back and see me in December about Baltimore. Buffalo, Miami, they might go division round. They might win the first round, division round. But AFC Championship game, nah, man. Nah, it ain't going down like that. Not at all.
I'm going to say this, man. In the NFC.
Okay.
I got the Eagles, 49ers in the NFC Championship game.
Okay.
One team that would surprise me and not surprise me are the Cowboys. Seriously. They have the talent.
Oh, they got the talent.
They got the talent.
Got no coaching.
Right, no culture.
I said coaching. No coaching either.
No coaching.
Or culture.
Right. And like I said earlier in one of the previous segments, the mark of a good friend.
Stop. You're not gonna keep beating up on that like that.
Can I count on you when I need you?
The Cowboys have the talent, and they're gonna keep it close. But how you know it's coaching is look how they lost that San Francisco game that year at home. Went out of town.
Right.
Last play of the game, you got Zeke snapped the ball between. I don't know what the hell that was. If you look at the doggone game against Philadelphia.
That was his last game as a Cowboy, by the way.
I know. Snap the ball between the legs.
That was his last play.
And then when you look at how they lost to Philadelphia, you get already down to the 5-yard line, and then you wind up somehow your last play been on the 30-yard line. I don't trust the Cowboys coaching, man. No, just stop. They got they got the talent. I've been saying this for the longest. All Cowboy fans, I'm not hating. Y'all have top 5 talent in the NFL. So why are you not winning? Because of culture and coaching.
Right.
It starts up top. I promise you, my boy, that's no one reason why they ain't going nowhere. They got the talent. But the culture and the coaching is going to stop all that, man. So, man, we about to get out of here, man.
Let's do it.
Man, once again, great show today, man. We had to do the State of the Union on the AFC and the NFC. This is our mid-season report. It's going to be very interesting to see who's right about this later on. And then when we do see who all's in the playoffs, some of us might change their mind. I can tell you right now, I'm not changing my mind.
Neither am I, bro.
Yeah, I can tell you that
Shot-Town Neal and BT Bill.
Man, we out of here, man. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching the show. Tell the truth. Hit the button. Hit the like. Hit the notifications. Subscribe. All that good stuff, man. Have a great day.